Like everyone seemed to have fallen over. Try to get the chat to work. Come on, chat. Any moment now. An extra long time today. Did this one ever start up? Ah, there we are. There we are.
Mono, I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Oh no. That's like what? 1% of Shaggy's power?
Twitch chat doesn't work with text-to-speech anymore.
Just starting up chat, old messages.
You can't.
Okay. What the heck was I gonna do today? So yeah, I finished animated the whole thing. I was just doing the offsets, but I was taking a close look at these gears that I printed out, the better ones that aren't these ones. And I noticed a few problems. Yeah, they didn't have enough give in them. I don't know. There's a couple of problems. I think I need to calibrate my printer a little bit better, because currently I have that 2mm or 0.2mm tolerance. I think I could get that down to about a 0.1, and to that end I sort of want to recode how the gear thingy works, so distances are measured in distance instead of rotations and percentages. Gotta go to the toilet. Damn. Come on. Let me just have it on this thing doing its fun thing. Go to the toilet. Right back. Ooh. I wonder what it looks like if I put X-ray on. Never mind. What about a honey X-ray? Well, that's cool. Perfect.
Mono, my Amber got another constellation and so did my Sucrose.
Such a nice cool day today. 22 degrees, it's cold. Oh no. I think I've only ever gotten a only once I got a duplicate amber. Didn't even know it was possible. I said my sucrose is like half full or something. Ah, the sucrose. Ah, the sucrose. And then I just never used it. Yeah, so I want to do the tolerance things. Oh boy, that means I have to remake all of these things, doesn't it? Well, I mean, no. That means I don't have to be doing this, because I don't have to worry about these weird percentage things, because I will literally just have a distance. And if I know what the tolerance is in general, I could just set that tolerance to all of these things. That's the idea. Okay.
Mono, my Xiangling is C6.
Okay. Wow, that's almost filled. Did you end up putting money in the game, or is that just with the free stuff still? That's a lot. I feel like I should recode this whole damn thing from the ground up in a way.
That is filled.
Oh, I thought C7 was filled. I guess it starts at 0. Yeah, I don't know.
Mono, I have 5 C5 units and 3 C6.
Yeah. Has there been any map expansions since, what was the new area last time? Well, it was the only new area. Wait, was there a new area? No, there hasn't been a new area, has there? Did the new area expansion come out yet? Wait, no. There was a little bit of a new area. The money area. Where that third, like, weekly boss is. I guess that was a new area. What? Okay. What's the offset die again? Okay. Okay. So what the heck should I do here? I feel like I could condense some things down. Or should I just try to do this one thing I want to do? That's the question. I mean, really, if I was going to be doing calibration stuff, I should probably be printing that while this is doing this.
Mono, GNU CANT is broken AF.
Don't even know what that is. Should I? I mean, I should. I don't know why I shouldn't. It's just a hassle in a way. I literally just have to stir up the vat and then press the print button. It's gonna take a while to stir it up, and then the prints only take about 20 minutes, and then it's gonna take me like another 20 minutes to do the whole cleaning cycle.
Mono, my artifacts ain't that good, but I already hit an 87k crit Bennett buff.
I got no context for that anymore. I wanted to make a magnetic stir bar. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I was thinking about different ways of doing that. I was wondering if I could just retrofit one onto my turntable, but no, I'd have to. Well, I could power it with batteries. What sort of batteries does this thing take again? Double A? Good thing I bought some of them yesterday. Let's have a little look-see. How much force, how much torque does this turntable have? What? Is that even turning? Oh. Ah, it's really hard to get that battery in there. Okay. Oh my god, it's got no power behind it whatsoever. Oh boy. How they did that? If you stop at turning, it changes direction. That's cool. Yeah, but that ain't gonna have enough power to turn anything. Anything but the lightest of smallest objects. What the fuck? There it is. Yeah, so the other method was going to be, or is going to be, yeah, so I was just going to make it the same way I made the other thing. So I was just going to get an old PC fan, sticky tape some magnets to it, and then there you go. You got a stir bar. But it's just trying to get the magnets to be any good, because like if the magnets are too strong,
Mono, entered code, entered code, entered code, 0.117 kilobytes, JPEG, entered code, entered code.
What the heck? That's not how you do that. Unless you would try to just link something? You just say image, and image, then the source is the link.
Mono, I was testing something.
Yeah, it's just image source and then image tags and then source link. There you go. I'm assuming you just wanted an image to pop up. Yeah, it's nothing fancy, nothing complicated. Looks like you just copied that from some random place. I don't get what the alt thing is supposed to mean. I mean, it's got styles and stuff. Oh yeah, you got that image tag as well. Image source, whatever it is. Then you got alt. Whatever that is. I don't know if the image actually linked anywhere. You were trying to do a local file, I assume? Because I think that's for a local file. Huh. Alright. Yeah, I was thinking, oh yeah, should I be printing stuff? Because I was just thinking, like, if I want to make a magnetic turntable thing, that makes just cleaning stuff a whole heck of a lot easier. I wonder how it would go with the smaller parts, like getting stuck up in the turny thing. I was wondering, like, should I, like, just buy some proper ones? Oh, whatever. Any distraction from coding. I don't know what window I should use now.
Mono, enter code.
You didn't do the closing tag, the closing part of it. Tabs on.
Entered code.
Maybe you have to do the. Well, no. Again, you that's not an actual link. That's a local link. You're missing the HTTP part, if that's a thing, or a www or something like that. Magnetic stir bar. That wasn't that far off with the spelling. It doesn't really matter what it's made out of. I could literally just have a chunk of metal. I don't really care. But yeah, the magnetic stirrers are generally quite expensive. Although they usually also come with some sort of a heating element. I mean, it's not really that expensive, but that's... I've spent hundreds of dollars already, it's crazy. Everything's free shipping. Like, I like the little ridge thingy on it, so it's not gripping with the thing. I imagine normally the stir bars sort of like balance a bit, so it's less friction. Because that was sort of the problem I was having when I was just messing around with this thing, was like the friction was pretty high, like it's really pulling down on the little magnet thing. So I gotta have like a sturdy plate to put it on top of. But yeah, I don't know. It's like there must be a more inexpensive way to just get like a magnet that spins. I thought straight up the magnets in the fan would have been good enough, but they weren't. So yeah.
Mono, entered code.
Oh, $350. It's a fancy one. There you go. What a character. I wonder if there's going to be more Made in Abyss. Where are they at now? They just went past, like, they're in, like, the lower level now, the uncharted sort of territories, where only the golden whistles go, or whatever they call it. That doesn't have a price. It must be free. Ooh. Comes with things. Only available for third-party sales. What does that mean? Oh, okay. I don't know. I feel like I have everything at home that I need to make one of these things. The only questionable things are magnets. I thought I had some better magnets sitting around, but the only magnets I got are really, really tiny ones. Those little magnetic ball bearing things. Or I got like this big old massive like neodymium magnet that's just like crazy large. There's no in between. And that one's obviously well too big to be able to be used. Because the magnet on the fan blade's not good enough. I don't know. So I could sort of use the little ball bearing ones. But the problem was that the fan moves too quickly. I can turn down its speed, I guess. I don't know. Because that's the whole thing. I'm currently just using the controller for my RGB lighting. Right now the green channel is set for the fan on the back of the box, but I could use a different channel to spin a different fan. So I could technically have 3 different fans set up on that RGB controller with variable speeds.
Code.
And then what? Yeah, so I could use that as a speed control to fine-tune it so it spins at the right speed. The problem is all of the fan, like the fan on the back of the cooling thing's connected to the, like on the back of the air filtering box is connected to the box, which I have to completely remove and move to be able to do stuff. I was thinking I could use the RGB lights as like an extension cable for it, basically. Or I could literally just use some wires. I don't know, should I mess around with that? Currently I just got it stuck together with sticky tape. It's more I need to build that base for it. I don't know what I could use for that. I need something big enough that it can go over the top of the fan. Preferably I could also attach the fan to it. But it's got to be strong enough that it doesn't flex. And just like bring the 2 magnets together. The best I could think of is like a takeaway container lid. And then I just like support it up by something. Yeah, the problem is anything I can think of, like the container is going to bend down or the fan itself is going to jump up. But if I had one of these things, it made cleaning a heck of a lot easier because I could just set and forget. I don't have to be sitting there like moving a container around for like 10 minutes trying to clean it up. Amazon is so much better than eBay. I don't know. What alternatives do they provide? 40 bucks. Wait, that was 20. What? And it has heating? And I have a 5% off coupon. I mean, that's pretty tempting to buy, actually. Because that's one thing about it, is apparently heating the liquid, heating the plastic helps with certain things. I spent so much damn money though. So much money. But this seems to be the look at that. It's $100 and this one's $30. What's the difference here? Okay. I mean, it's only $30. It comes with the stamping on the back. What does the heating go to, I wonder? Probably has the wrong power plug. But I thought that about the last thing I bought, it was fine. It comes with a fuse. Just heating is just it's you don't know, it's just something to something, not to fully. You've got no temperature gauge. I guess that's why it's so cheap, maybe. I mean, that's the same. Oh, this is no heating. I suppose I'd have to get a stir bar set with it as well, by the looks of it. Oh wait, those come with the little thing. I'm not sure about like the stir bar like removing rod thing. Like I can't imagine that being a bit of an issue. Because like I got all my parts, I don't have them attached to the I mean I might do. I might not have it attached to the
Mono, entered code.
Nope, didn't work. You did a plus there instead of an equals. You know what? I'm just gonna add that to the cart. Getting a whole laboratory set up now. Ugh. Let's have a look at these things. See if I can find some cheap ones. It's funny, you just like click on the cheapest thing and that leads you to a cheaper one. You just go down the list. $8. I'd like the ones with little ridge thingies in them though. Oh, cross types. I wonder what the difference there is. I mean, because I want movement of the liquid. I don't want it to just be spinning in circles, I'd rather it to be a little bit more turbulent, I feel. Well, I guess it spins up and in. Yeah, never mind.
Mono, because of my keyboard looks I always press shift when trying to type equals because it's the smaller image on the key.
Okay. I mean, what? That's usually how you do it. You gotta press shift for it equals. Oh. What the heck? Huh. How have I never been got by that? I have never noticed that. Wow. Oh, that broke me. Oh my god. There's so many quirks with this keyboard, I just missed that one. Like, it's got a big volume knob thing, which controls the brightness of the LEDs under the keys. Except it's just on or off, but it's like this big volume knob looking thing. And then the volume up and volume down buttons are the wrong way around. And then you've got macro keys, but they don't work when you have, like, no. The macro keys have to be enabled to, like, you got to press a special shortcut to switch the keyboard into macro mode, which changes what the backlight is and all that sort of stuff. But when you have the macro mode enabled, you can't press the Windows key to get the start bar up. because apparently that's the thing that gamers don't like, according to any information you can find about it. And apparently it's hard-coded, you can't just do a firmware update or some sort of junk like that. Yeah, so... I think one other thing changes when it was on the macro mode, I can't remember. Not the best keyboard, but it was the best one that I could find with these macros on it. Macros, backlight, and I think it came with a free mouse, which was pretty decent too. I really like the idea of that volume control knobs thing though. Little did I know. I mean, I guess I don't really need to get anything else with it. I could make my own little magnetic stir bar removal thing, it's just a magnet on a stick, really. And the only thing here is Teflon stuff or whatever, so it doesn't react to your junk. What else did I want to get? I wanted to get like a... I mean, I guess I could get them anyway, that's why I keep denying it, like not doing that. Something to control more LED lights strips. More of those control box things. I feel like I'm gonna need one, but I haven't quite figured out why or what or when. I mean...
Mono, my keyboard is the Corsair Gaming Keyboard K55.
I don't even know what this one is. It's got like a little dragon icon thingy on it, logo. Buying stuff is so annoying. But that's another $30. I've probably spent like $800 on this printer already now. I was expecting about 600 all up. But it was just 600 for the printer itself. Because it was American money,
Mono,
and then to get it
here.
Yep.
This is the one I have.
Wow, looks amazing. Wow. It's a lot of RGB. You could just put an image link into the chat. Say what? Why are... Why? They're not even there, it's photoshopped in. What is... why? Oh my god, what the heck? They just photoshopped the stir bars into test tubes. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. I mean that looks like it's not photoshopped in the thinner test tubes, but it's not in the tube, it's like behind it. I don't know. What is the point? Like that's the only one that's correct. They don't work if you put it like that. At least not as far as I know. What else should I buy? I hate buying just single items. Does it have free delivery? Oh, I get 8% off if I get that. What are the details? Like, why do I have this? Okay. Like, is this a thing that I just use, or is it a thing that I'd want to save? Use another time with more stuff?
Mono, entered code.
There you go. That's a keyboard. You are now a hacker. Congratulations. That's a really big keyboard. Why is it so massive? Like the bit at the bottom of it's just why is that so huge? Buying things, buying things. What more do I need to buy? Like, I doubt I'm ever going to use the heating plate part of this, but it is still cheaper.
Mono, wrist rest.
Yeah, but why is it so big? I mean, does it make any difference having it compared to not having it? I have my keyboard. Like, I have my armrests.
You can detach it.
Okay. So I have my armrests, so like my hand could fit under the table. Like, it would, you know, if like, it's the thickness of my hand, basically, is the thickness between the bottom of my armrest to the bottom of the table. Or basically to the top. It's a thin table. And like, yeah. So I basically have my arm flat on the armrest-ish. And then my palm is like half off the edge of the table, like underneath it. And then my fingers just sort of wrap around to the keys on the top. That's basically how I sit. Like, in the most relaxed way possible. I don't know, is that the most relaxed way? I mean, I feel like it is, because it's how I've always sat. I don't have any strain, no RSI, or whatever it is. No carpal tunnel. What am I doing? Buying things. What else do I buy? I mean, I just need this, but is there more? Does it have shipping? I don't know. Doesn't say anything about shipping price. Mixes and food. Small kitchen appliance. Okay, sure, whatever. I don't know. I'll take on that. It doesn't seem to have like some sort of a... Usually it says like order before a certain time for it to be delivered on a certain day. Let me check that out. What is that if I proceed to check out? Does it give me estimates? And look at that, free shipping. It just says I'll get it by the 14th to the 21st. Okay. No, there doesn't seem to be anything else to it. 27 bucks, that's it. That's worth it, I think. Under 30 bucks, like, I don't really need to hesitate on buying something under 30. Especially when it's so much cheaper. What else do I want? I know there's more. Must be. Anyway. Oh yeah, or I could just try to make my own. But yeah, I can't really think of any particular shape which would allow me to have the, like, keep the two things separate. I think it would just be easier to buy one. Have all that control and stuff rather than just, like, cables, which is just loose. Like, you know, shorting out on top of the bench. When I was trying to hook up the fan before, I was just messing around with it. I had, like, an LED light because I lost one of the pins, like, as an extra thing to bridge the gap. And I kept shorting it out. And oh boy, was that LED light hot. Anyway, okay, so what am I doing? I want to be able to change it so things are based on other stuff. I would really like to get rid of the weird way that I'm doing stuff.
Mono, entered code.
Cross origin blocked. Apparently wherever you link that one from, it doesn't like to be linked. It's because you did the massive long Google link. You gotta go to the shortened one. The literal one. Not through the Google one. I mean, really this entire thing itself could just be, like, the way that I'm doing the math for this, but then okay, there's a lot of upgrades I want to do. Okay, let's just do it the easy way. I don't even know which one's the easy one anymore, that one. I could probably straight up get rid of all of this now. Oh, my brain just turns to mush. Like, there's just so much just cobbled together here now, I don't want to mess with it. Like, I'd much rather just recode the whole thing from scratch, but then I really don't want to recode the whole thing from scratch.
Mono, entered code.
Oh no. Oh, it's half cut off. I think it's because it's so big. Weird, that shouldn't be half cut off. Oh, I might have set like a max height or something, so now it's just pushed it off to the side? I don't know. Probably if you did a break line before posting it, like before the image link, it would have done it. Maybe. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? So, yeah, no, what? Okay, so, because basically, now that I have a better understanding about what the heck's going on here and how this curve works, I could optimize my code so it works a lot better than the way that I did it before. I need to... I don't want to... I don't want to... I hate this. I don't want to not do this, but I don't want to do this. I could make everything a heck of a lot more optimized. Even keeping it the same way as it currently works. But I don't quite understand how exactly I made my current one. All I know is I could make it better. As I said, there's 4 exact locations that I should know how to do. The current way I'm doing it is just approximating it though. But I should know where the top, the bottom, and the middle of a tooth is. And then, well, I mean, it's like the top, the middle, and the bottom. So technically 4, but it's only 3 locations. Technically only 3. And then I just want to divide the in-between of those things up equally. That's all it should be doing. And I also know now that that curve is the same curve from top to bottom. You just cut it in half and then mirror it. So, I believe currently the way I do it, yeah, I got this thing going, and then I got this thing going.
I remembered this when you mentioned curve linked here.
Not gonna put that one in image, you're gonna make me click on that one? Probably for the best. Perfect curve. Ugh. Yeah. Whatever you call it. Does it have the, does it? The image of the 7 deadly sins when, what's her name's doing that? The giant girl. I don't want to. I mean, I've always got this here for reference for how to do things, but I mean, if I want to be doing the fills, then it. But if it's so. I want to print things, damn it! This is getting me further away from that goal. This means it's going to take me a couple of days to rebuild this entire system again, if I'm lucky. But it would be better and allow me to do stuff. But in the meantime, my printer's just sitting there getting old. I don't want to have the same thing happen with my last printer, where it just sits there so long that it just rusts and I need to get a brand new one by the time I need to use it again. Although that was sitting there for many, many years.
Mono, you're so vulnerable against NSFW image attacks.
Okay.
Vulnerable.
Oh, yeah.
IDK.
I mean, I can disable all that and just get rid of the chat. I could just turn it off so you don't see it on the stream side and stuff like that. I could also just block people. I could stop their messages from showing and all that sort of stuff, or just straight up, you know, remove them. There's alternatives. I mean, just the chat alone, you could just say things which shouldn't be said or whatever. It's not a system, you know? People want to abuse it, they can. This means it goes away. Like, I feel like I want to do it, but I'm gonna get halfway through doing it, and then I'm just gonna be like, nah, I'll just use the old one. But then by then it's gonna be too late, and then I'm not gonna be using anything, and then I'm just gonna be playing games for a week. That's what I'm worried about happening. That, and thinking everything's a whole lot better than going to actually use it once the whole thing's complete to find out something's wrong. And I don't know what. And there's no reason it should be. Should I do it? I mean, I could also make this an actual sort of add-on thing and then sell it, but if I was going to do that, it wouldn't be done this way. But then, well, I'm trying to think about what the best way to make tiers is. So ideally, I would create a curve, I think. Like, because right now it's just meshes, and it has that little problem there because it's not exact. That's because of the approximating thing. But I would literally generate a curve that is this. So from there to there, this curve here, and that curve there. Those should all be perfectly explainable with a simple math function. But those two are actually the same, because that, if this part was mirrored, would just be like a, that's the interval or whatever they call it. So if I had the function for that curve, I could just be using that. I just need to know where to split it. And that would just depend on stuff. So you would have the height of it, which would be from this thing to that thing, basically. So I'd have to figure out how high that is, I guess. I don't know how curves work. I've never really messed with the math of curves. But if I had that, it would mean my code would run 100 times faster. But then it's also trying to figure out how to match. But it should be all the same. But it's not all the same. Is it all the same? Because this math is... It is. It is? It isn't. It's not the same. Because this has a clear difference. So that curve is not exactly the same as this curve. I mean, they are, but they aren't. It's exactly what it needs to be to fit in the place it's supposed to fit. Or is it? Maybe this is wrong? Within the real life print that I did, I don't notice a problem. So basically the way I made these curves is everything is based on as if it was all the same mesh. So it's literally... you basically just got a line going out and you rotate that line and it traces a path with this gear also rotating. So they're both rotating and it traces just where it paths along it in a circle. And that's what makes this curve and that curve. And then I just say, you know, how many teeth it has divided into the radius divided by 2. So a tooth would be from that, like, the bottom part to the top middle part. And then divided by 2 would tell you the thickness of this. So from there to there to there should be the same distance. That really doesn't look like it's the same distance. But it should be the same distance. Probably just an illusion. Oh wait, no, because the backslash angle. Yeah. So that would be like that. And then that can give you the gap in the middle that you just have to bridge across. And then you have the backlash, so you just offset this inwards for that, and then that down for the clearance. So yeah, so all I gotta do, because this is a... So how does that work then? Because I understand how it's like if you got a string, you wrapped it around, and then you pulled off the string, it would be creating that curve there. But then how far around the string doesn't really matter. Oh, okay. So is that literally the same? Because it's a bigger gear, it's a shallower angle or whatever, it's more straight. And then if you had it completely straight, it would just be literally a line. Sort of. It's not. It would be... well, because it'd be infinite. But then it would be straight. Is it just a square? I've got the feeling it's a pyramid. I hate this, because now it feels like not my work if I do it that way. My one is done my way out of things that I have discovered myself. If I do it with this, I'd literally just be googling a formula. Big image. Look at that cheese pizza. That's illegal. We're allowed to be posting cheese
CP.
pizza on my channel. No cheese pizza here. It's illegal. What the heck am I doing? I think it's called the interval curve. That's not what that is. Maybe it is? No. Where's Vsauce when you need him? He did a whole episode about him. No, that's that type of gear. It's oh, what type of gears was this again? I got it written at the top of here. Look here. See, that's confusing. That's just wrong. Maybe it's because it's just a diagram, they didn't care, because that's not lining up with that. That should be higher than that. Yeah. No. Whatever.
Mono, did you know that if someone sends you cheese pizza without consent, you're still able to be charged for owning such a delicious pizza?
Okay. Have the gift of imprisonment. What's the name of the damn thing? Yeah, that was to a rack here. Yeah, so it's just like a pyramid. Damn it, no! I don't... this hurts! I don't know what it's called, I don't know how to Google it, everything I can think of as possible solution is just going to lead me to things I don't even understand in the first place, which is why I just invented my
Super
own.
Mario Brothers Wii World 1 Castle.
Okay. Because what it was the interlude or something like that. Yeah. But that's the curve of a circle. Rolling? I think it's... Is that the same thing? No. Backwards. Curve of a string on a circle. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's a parallel. It is this. I want that word. Give me the word.
Name each and every point in the circle length. Okay.
There we go. So that's the thing I want to work out. Okay. How does that work? Why did my music stop? Why is that thing full screen? That's a video. Yeah, I'll just think it, because this thing's from the outside of the curve, but my one is less than the outside of the curve. Because it's like an out and around. It's not the interlude or whatever to call it until after it reaches the pitch radius. So what do you call it under here? Oh, wait a sec. No, that's not how. I was thinking like maybe it's like if the piece of string, you know, was it that sort of like curves up and then around. But that's not what's going on here. Is it? No, because it's too sharp. I mean, this is what the top of the gear is, definitely. What is the underpart? What is that? Well, how do I explain that curve? I mean, it's the same curve, but the way it acts is not. Yeah, it's this thing again. Again, this is the top part of it. So it seems like they're just doing the thingy, and then they just have a circle. Crowning? That's not crowning. That's the other problem with gears. The names are very interchangeable in many different places. Damn it! This isn't the complete thing. There's something else that's missing. Okay. Okay, what do I do? How do I figure this out? I don't know enough about curves to figure this out. This is beyond my understanding. Well, in that case, I just do it the same way as I did it before. I mean, it's still going to be probably a little bit more efficient. There's all of this stuff that I feel like I could just get rid of in a way. No, I can't. I still need all that. Okay, so I don't think it's going to be any different at all. It's just going to be a little bit more accurate. Damn it. I mean, with it being more accurate, it should make things better, because currently you can lose little bits of information which offset stuff, so it has to be done if I want to do the infills. But... I'm just hoping something just magically pops into my head. I don't know how it could possibly happen. What is this curve? I'm wondering if there's any way I could figure it out by the lines? Like, because that looks to be at a flat sort of a thing, you know, if that had a point there. It's like curving outwards there, which is what's doing that little spiky part. So if that had a point there, it would basically be flat. So this one would come down to that location, and yeah, whatever. So that would be parallel to something. Or to the curve, I guess. So I feel like this is doing a sweeping thing. But it's like the opposite of it. Because it wants to be parallel with this, and parallel with that. So it's making some sort of a curve, but what is it? Everything seems to skip that part for some reason. And that's my problem. Everything skips it. How does it skip? What I liked about my gears was the design. Whenever you Google this type of gear, it sort of skips past that. Is this not the same as... whatever. I guess a different reference point. But yeah, they have that circle cut out. I don't like the circle cut out. My one looks cooler. So maybe I actually do have some extra type of gear here that isn't this type of gear. A little bit different to what the page preview showed. What? Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Hmm. Okay. No. Would that not be the... I mean, because that's the one that I'm doing. Is there a better explanation about this somewhere? Okay, sure, whatever.
Mono, I'll just stick with my gearbox set.
I don't understand the differences between the things that I see. This seems to be just sort of skipping the whole gear thing and just showing a whole lot of circles. Okay. The super duper round ones. Well, that's coming up with different things now. It's the same. Okay, I'm just going to assume nobody knows what any of this junk is.
Mono, why not grab an image of the gear you need and reverse image search?
Well, I've made the gear I need. I'm trying to figure out what the math would be. I was hoping something would just be like, oh, here's the math for creating this type of gear curve. Because I don't know anything about curve math. I mean, this curve here is easy enough, as said, like, because that's just the introverted, whatever type curve. But what is this one down here? Because it does match and continues. You know, if this thing was mirrored, it makes like a... Well, it makes that curve that is the desired curve that I want. But how does that part factor into it? Because the curve that I know I can find only goes up to that line. It doesn't go under it. Every single thing you see that uses that curve doesn't have that under it part. That's why I like the gears that I created so much, because it has this under part. This, I forgot what it's called. It's not just a circle, you know? Because, you know, every time you see this type of gear, it's just a solid circle cutting out this part. But my one's like perfect. It's exactly as little as it needs to be, you know? It perfectly fits the tooth of the other gear going around. Yeah. velocity. That doesn't have it. It's just curves straight down, flat, and then up. Or this one's just a circle. So, I haven't actually really seen any gears with the design that I have. I have seen some around the place. But, yeah, like this. This is what I'm doing. This is literally what I'm doing. So at each of these corners, I just put a vertice, basically. And then, yeah, connect corners. So this is literally the type of gear that I have. Okay. Don't like the sounds of that. Oh boy. Well, I bet the answers are somewhere here, if I understood them. Yeah, I can't read picture math. Math that can't be copied. Oh, it's actually text. Usually they just have pictures. Okay. If only I had some sort of an artificial intelligence program that I was designing that would be able to figure out the formula and reverse engineer things, you know? What about programming that? Because this is literally a problem that that program would be able to solve. I would just give it the formula in the form of, you know, if I coded the one that I want to do, which just works the same but it's evenly spaced. So, you know, I have that point there and this point where that line would be. And then I just have... That's... Great, more problems with these things. Why is it not flat? That's terrible. What the heck? Everything's slightly twisted for some reason. That is not good. Yeah, but anyway, so I'll just literally feed it the positions to these points. And then, it should be able to, like, I don't know, reverse engineer them somehow.
Mono, there is a chance I have the thing to calculate the curve in my calculator tutorial book.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, the AI thingy, I would just give it these point locations, and basically ask it to predict where the next one would be. So, you know, well, it's not really predicting, it would... Well, I mean, it sort of is. You know, it does that whole artificial intelligence, you know, simulating evolution junk. So, when it's given the next information, it is on that look. So technically it predicts the next step. Yes, that's literally what it does. So yeah, if it has some sort of a formula that predicts... Well, the formula calculates whatever it would be to come up with the same answer that this happens to be at every single step. That would be the formula for it. So that would just literally give me the variables to go around in this loop, and it would continue past that, because it's all the same number. Yeah, so that would literally work. That I don't see any reason at all why it would not be able to predict what this would be with enough time to, you know, some super duper simple formula. That's just literally just a string of math, and then I just put in that string of math, there you go. Although I think I'd have to do another run on it to simplify things. Because it's just coming up with literally random combinations of things until it works. It could be a really long string of stuff. I'd have to fine tune it, just removing steps until it makes it better. Or I could just give it the final formula and see if it can condense it down. There's so much stuff I could do with that artificial intelligence things. I really want to get back to that project, but I can't. Math hurts. I can't. Coding. I really don't want to do anymore. It's dead to me. But this is what I do. But now it hurts to think about. All of these years. It's off center. I hate it. What is all this stuff? Oh, it's one of those. Yeah.
Mono, just start of OnlyFans.
The OnlyFans of the spiky rainbow circle thing. That uses my logo. Imagine just using OnlyFans as like a donation website. You just like post your work there. Donate to my my only work. Pretty images. Really pretty images. I don't think this is gonna be fun.
Okay, in this video I'm going to teach you how to find the equation of the curve uh, for the quadratic equation chapter. I think this is for SPM MF Form 4. Yes, some chapter actually will ask you about how to find the equation of the curve.
Yeah,
Right?
no.
But then in this video I'm not going to cover the I'm not going to
I'm sure there's going to be some online calculator for it. How would I... I know there's a way I could just... There has to be some sort of a thing where I could just input these numbers and it would do the predicty thing.
Mono, I'd try to find it, but I'm doing important entered code, research entered code.
Hang on. Let me have a look at my chat thing. Oh damn it. I was wondering when I was pushing the buttons it wasn't working. What? Nah. Right. Let's do... Wait, just do that. And let's not have it say anything. Let's have it say dot. That just breaks. And do that. Let's do this so I don't have to refresh the chat. I love it. I just literally copy paste that into the console, job done. Updates the code. Next time this function gets run, it's run in this one. Although it will be a little less optimized than it was before. Yeah. So now that shouldn't say entered code. Oh, you've got the other side of the thing too, don't you? Hang on. That's not how that works. You have this. And then you have, I guess I'll just do this. I should be able to just do it in one of these things. It's not just a from here to there sort of a thing. Oh, I got that A thing. Okay. Well, that's for a space. But it's not to a space. Why do I have it to like... Well, oh, whatever. I could literally just put a space there. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that though. I mean, no, yeah, I mean, yeah. I think that should be fine. I could see this potentially having problems, but that should be good. Okay. There you go. So now it shouldn't say the enter code part again. And when you link an image, it should just say image linked. Linked image. What the heck was that of? Oh yeah. I was going to see if I can find some way to have it predict what the next number in the sequence is, but... and hopefully tell me whatever formula it used. But this is only for 1D. Yeah. So how would I do this for 2D? What? That's not what I want. Oh, is that just literally doing that? So how would I analyze a sequence of 2D things? Open. Okay, I think this is what I want, but then how would I Okay. Well, it's understanding this, and it's plotting it. I was hoping for it to give me some sort of a formula about it. I gotta think of some sort of a thing that would... Well, I guess I could just literally put in my numbers now. Wait. So, if I was to do this, it would have to be a new gear. Here. Sure. We don't want any backlash. We don't want any clearance. We do not want any bevel. Don't want any twist. Okay. So that is the thing. Now all we care about is that. World origin. And then technically I'd want that to be literally on 0. I'm not sure how much it's gonna like rounding errors. Okay. And I mean technically I'd want that flipped over. Which I'm not sure is as easy as just inverting it.
Zizat, hey Jesse.
Uh-oh.
Quick reminder. Everything you do is shit. Opie.
I can't do something like that. Okay. So I'd want to rotate that like that. Oh, it sucks because I don't have the exact numbers, so I can't just... Everything, like... I'm gonna have to... I don't know.
Are you agree or you're absolutely agree? Opie.
Mm-hmm. So that supposedly is what the curve is. I don't know. I think that's supposed to be on that. So if I just put these numbers in, I'm assuming it should come up with the interval or whatever.
Why not busy?
I'm trying to figure out how to do that, but without having the points. So I just put in the number of the curve, well, put in the math for the curve, and it just creates the curve. But the question is, what the heck is this curve? I know what the top half of it is, but I don't know what the bottom half of it is. This does not look right. Yeah, whatever. I don't know, let's just see what it does. So, oh my god. Sure, whatever.
Zizak, it's totally look right. Like a shit should look like Opie.
0.3074. And then... I mean, I could just scale this up. Whatever. So 20274. Oh, what? 274, yep. And then 20662. What do you say?
Zizak, Jesse, how awful was your day? Opie.
Uh-huh. Had a really fun dream last night. It was weird and interesting. Very detailed. But then I just remember it being very detailed. It was a weird, like, Pokemon Digimon mashup thing. Like, time was very strange. The past, the present, the future, it was all sort of mixed together. It was like me when I was a really little kid, you know, back when I first saw Digimon, at the preschool thing I was at. But then also me as I am now. And everything in between. It was weird.
LMAO.
Yep. Okay, so it says it doesn't know.
When I started doing MMA training, my dreams became so vivid and so bright. Like holy shit.
What's MMA training?
Almost like a reality.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed martial arts training US.
Okay, that's an interesting thing to make dreams happen. I guess because I don't have enough decibel places or something.
Interesting thing, what? Cannot hear. Mono, my parents didn't allow me to watch Pokemon because it was about demons.
There you go. So I didn't say the code part. Why is it breaking it onto a separate line though? I think that's just a feature of the P tag.
LMAO.
I think there's a different thing you want to do if you just want to change the font color. You'll have to Google that. Maybe it is a P. I'm not sure, and I don't think it's supposed to break it into a different line.
Jesse, breaking news. I farted in Sharp D.
That sounds painful.
Opie.
I mean, I guess I could also just be doing this with an arbitrary thing. Maybe I need more point
Sharp
values.
D is a note, in case you didn't understand.
Yep. Sharp note. Now let's try adding just one more then. 1, 2, 12.97. 12.9.
Mono, breaking news. I puked while working on a school project. This me awake cycle.
That sounds like a valid excuse to not have to do work. Okay, let's try adding in the other dimension. Because at the very least, I feel like this should give me the whatever's curve. Oops. Light's shining in a weird way that makes my fingers go shiny.
ZZ, it will send you to another dimension.
Hi. Yep. Look at monsters, and monsters are demons. Wait, that's Pokemon. Wait. Are you talking about Pokemon? Or... yeah, Pokemon. I like Digimon. Digimon's way better. Pokemon's trash. Digimon's an actual entertaining series, you know? It's not just a time waster. No progression.
Mono, it was a group project, so we were in a Discord call and someone made me laugh, and when I laugh there is like a 70% chance of me puking.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Okay, Jesse, I wish you worst of luck and I hope this project will fail miserably. Opie.
No, I probably will, like every other project. You give me so much confidence. It's the x-axis. Also, does I happen to be copying the wrong numbers with some of these? Hang on. Uh-oh. Ah, what the heck? I was copying the wrong numbers. Okay, let's just... Whoa, what? I should be able to just copy this on. Ah, what am I doing? I was doing the downwards thing because that was that, so I believe that must be maybe all, because, so that was the Y. So this should be 0 and then 0, 7? 0, 7, yeah. Then 2, 7, 6, 6. Yeah. And then 12, 9. Okay. So the other dimension, if that is 0, 7, well, this is also a 0. Yeah, so if that's 0, 7, then this is 6, 6. This is 17.6. So that's 2.7. 17.6, yep. And then 6, 6. Yep. 6, 6 becomes 32.8. And 12.9 is 519.8. 519.8. Okay. That doesn't look right. Before it was assuming an array of points. Why doesn't it do it this time? Let's do it as I would assume it to be. Yeah, I think something's wrong with that. I mean, but if it's a 12.9, then yeah. It should be 519. What? Okay. I'm very confused, but apparently that's how it should go. I mean, I could just remove that fourth point. You should only need 3. Oh yeah, looks better. Apparently it thinks I'm trying to make a pentagon. Oh, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it understood the coordinates. What if I do that? No. Was it 3? Yeah, I was hoping for something like that. Ugh. No. This is gonna come up like chunk, which I don't want. Ah, here we go. Oh god. Damn it! Ugh. I could solve this, but it requires building an artificial intelligence thing to do the thing. Which I was working on at the beginning of the year before everything fell a bit. That's gonna add like an extra month to the amount of time before my next print if I have to do that. Makes my program go a heck of a lot faster though.
Mono. Damn computers.
The computer. Just don't know where to find somebody who's done this. I don't want to. It's not for anything fancy. Like, it's not for like predicting stock market exchange junk or anything like that. So the curve. What's the curve? Like, because I do, but how to what? I have points that make a curve. How do I find the function of the curve? How to find a function of the curve? AI is a heck of a lot simpler than any of this junk. So the whole point of the AI thing, it's supposed to be heck simple. Yeah, so it looks like if I want to go to do that, I'm gonna make my AI. I mean, Blender does have this really nice thing where you can just sort of convert this to a curve. However the heck you'll do that. What the heck? It did have a way of doing that. There we are. Now this thing's a curve. The wrong type of curve. What? I remember how to do this. I want the other one with the handles on it. This doesn't have any handles, it's the wrong type of curve. How do I change the curve type? I don't understand. I don't remember it being a hassle to do this. There we are. And there you go. That one doesn't seem to be as good. No. That's pretty much the exact same curve. Yeah, this one's not. Strange. So ideally something like that would happen, and then whatever the heck this is my curve. And then I'd have to figure out what the parameters are that change for the different sizes of gears. So if I just literally did this with multiple different sizes of gears, and checked what the difference in numbers are, then that would be my curves. And then just like what I got here, I could just change the resolution. So ideally that's how this would work. Wait. Yeah, it doesn't like to do that one quite right. Yeah, ideally that's what would work. That's what I want to create. Because just putting points on a line like this is a heck of a lot less intensive than doing rotation jump, I assume. Ugh. But it's just a matter of figuring out what the heck this stuff is. I mean, I can figure out that one, but what's this one? That's the one that actually needs it.
Mono, I'm still here by the way, I'm just not really using chat since I'm reading.
Yeah. I hope you read it about how to solve my problem. I'm just hoping something springs up, being like, hey, look, there's the answer. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know enough about curves. I don't know a damn thing about them.
Mono, I'm reading edgy incest manga and I hope that helps with your problems. The sister is also very curvy.
Oh, yeah. You do you. I'm dead now. I'm brain dead. I don't know what I'm doing. This has hurt me too much. Yeah. So the alternative is I just figure out where that is, figure out where that is, do the whole rotation thing, dividing this up into certain places, and then from here to here, do the dividing thingy, there you go. That's the alternative. Although I would really like something that does that depending on densities, in a way. Like, what is the distance between these points? And divide equally that distance. So you'd have that distance, this distance, that one, and that one. And then you divide equally over distance. So how many points would be in here if there was however many points in here, and so on. That way I have a nice density of polygons. And then I can move on to the actual problem I have. Oh god. I'm so dead. Tired. I keep staying up well too late. Every time I'm gonna go to bed, this guy shows up wanting to play games. I'm like, bro, you've had 6 hours of me waiting for you here. No. Then he complains non-stop about it. Wants to save files and things. I'm like, bruh. It's like, we're both up at the same time, you just didn't say anything. Why is that going on glitchy? What's going on here? What? I don't... Okay. I'm dead. Damn it! I gotta make this thing before I can print this thing. Ugh. I just want to watch movies now. God, I hate this. It's just an infinite loop in my head of just 1,000 things at once. Like, oh, I gotta do this, it's gonna make it more efficient and stuff. What exactly is gonna change? It's just gonna have not this, but then this is probably needed anyway, and then I'll probably do this in the same way anyway, so it's gonna be the same, but it's gonna be different. But then it's not, but then it is. I can't integrate them both together because I don't have enough of an understanding of how this one works anymore to know what to change, but then I don't have enough of an understanding of any of them, so I've got to rebuild it all from scratch anyway, and then by the time I do that, I may as well have just had an understanding of this and just reversed engineered this one, but then that's a whole different thing, and it probably won't help, so I'll be making a new one from scratch anyways. And it just goes backwards and forwards. It's that damn effort thing again. I have a way that I could do it, it just requires a heck of a lot of effort, about 3 days worth of work at the bare minimum. And I really don't want to do it. 3 days before I can take the next step. Or think about it anyway, damn it.
Mono, ranting is always great to hear.
Yeah. At this rate, it's going to be about a month before I have anything to print again. I mean, it's already been over another damn week. I hate it. Because the resin sitting in the vat is not a good thing. I need to be actively using it constantly. Otherwise, I should pack it up. Put it all back into the bottles and stuff, do a whole cleaning process and thing, which takes like
Mono,
a day.
I really want to know your exact problem and what you're trying to do.
Well, that's it. Why does that thing exist? What if I don't want to change tab? You know, did you ever think about that? Why can't I get rid of this thing? You know, what's this? Yeah. I hate this. If I have that curve formula, that's enough of a reason to build the whole thing from scratch. But if I'm doing it the same way as it already is, then there's no point in doing it from scratch. Except I don't understand how it's done anymore, because it's been too long. So, to recreate it again and reverse engineer it, I may as well be doing it from scratch. But then it's just going to be the same thing, and then the integrating problem again, and then it just goes around circles again. Now I have a headache. There's no right answer. There's no easy way of doing it. There's the hard way, and then there's the other hard way that's probably exactly the same hardness, and I'd have to be doing both ways anyway. Or I could build my AI thing as a completely different project, which would be more fun and interesting. But then, again, printing is the whole purpose here. So we'll go around in circles, it goes again. Or I could just not worry about it and I have to manually do the top infills again, which is another day of just messing around with that. But I have to do that every single time until I have a program that does it for me. But I can't have the program that does it for me until I have this thing dividing equally, and I can't have it divided equally because I don't understand it, and I gotta create from scratch again, and back around in circles again. All I want to have is it move by a distance. Okay, let's just go back to the beginning. What is the actual problem that I need to solve before I can do things? Backslash.
Just understand it and you won't have the problem anymore.
Yeah, but to understand it, I need to reverse engineer it. To understand it from reverse engineering it, I may as well just create it again from scratch. Because reverse engineering is a whole lot worse than just redoing it again from the very beginning. But then I have all of the same problems that I've already solved, and I don't remember them, so I don't remember where they are, then I have to reverse engineer it anyway. And around in circles it goes. So yeah, I just need the backlash to be, or backslash, whatever the heck it's called. I just need it to be in distance rather than rotation, because currently it's a rotation. It's a degree change, which has its own problems entirely, which I hadn't even thought of till now. Huh. So to make that like that, I gotta change how this thinks it is. This whole function shouldn't even exist. So if it's an actual distance unit, I need it to do whatever the heck it's doing, but then I need to convert that into an actual distance unit within this. Which I could just do in here. Again, I would like to just get rid of this whole chunk and the extra things down there, which I could just delete, but if I'm going that far, I may as well just code everything else while I'm there, you know? And then around the circles it goes again. So, alright. So, I need to do a triangle thingy to turn the rotation in. I need to figure out what distance. No, I need to make a triangle thing, and then one side is the backlash, and then I need to find out what angle that is, and then that's what the answer is. That fixes the backlash, but it doesn't fix the clearance. I feel like there's another problem here. These 90-degree angle gears, damn it. Because if I have my clearance too high, or the backlash, well, the backlash and the clearance too high, then that's technically making the radius smaller. Which means it's not rotating at the correct speed, but I can't have it perfect. But I'm wondering if that's actually, it's because it can move in and out, that's the problem. It doesn't happen with the flat gears because they move left and right. More to one side shrinks one gear but makes the other one bigger, so it keeps the same sort of a ratio thing. But when it goes in, it just simply makes it smaller. Whatever. Damn it, triangle, come on. Gotta do at least one damn thing today. What the heck are you called? Okay, but that can't be used like that because this programming language is just weird. One's a class object, the other one's just an object. But it's not called an object, it's probably the named list or some junk. Okay, so I have this, and I need to do a triangle. How to do a triangle? So I have the whatever, I have whatever this angle is, and then that thing, and I need to find that. So it's going to be a 90-degree thing, which it's only for 90 degrees. What is this? Angles, yeah, okay. Where do I have the example of that? Because for whatever reason I don't have it written down. Where'd it go? This isn't from Blender, I can just double click things. There we are. Okay. According to this is how I did it in the past. So A is the angle. That's 90 degrees. So BAC. So yeah, that would be B, A, and C. Okay, so that is what that is, and then C angle is what I want to find. B in this case is pitch radius. The pitch radius length, 90 degrees angle, C distance there. What is this angle? That angle would be C. So that's what I believe I can just straight up rename that. And there we go, job done. All of that just for that one damn line of code. That fixes one of the problems. I thought I was going to have to be doing that all over the place in different locations. What is this junk? Get out of here. So now my backlash... I mean, minimum can just be 0. No, it can't. I don't think it likes 0. 0.2 is the clearance distance I'm currently using. Yeah, sure, whatever. That should also fix the other problem with it. So now clearance is the other thing I gotta change, because that's working as a percentage for whatever the heck reason. I don't understand how clearance is working at all. Why is it working as a percentage? That's not a percentage. What? Okay, that's weird. Sure. That's not something I understand in the slightest. Why did I think that was a percentage? I guess maybe it was in an older version of what I'm making.
ZZ. Hey Jess. Got back to you.
Oh no.
To tell you.
Oh, here we go. Say the catchphrase.
This code looks like a shit. Opie opie.
Say the line, bot. I think this one might be a percentage.
Lol.
Wait, what is this one then? Okay, it looks like that's using it as a distance, but this is using it as a percentage? What the heck is going on here? Yeah, that's using this as a percentage, isn't it? No. No. That's how much to move, because it moves it in further the further away it is. Okay. I don't know, maybe magic happened and job is done.
ZZ is 1 truly equals to 1.
Yes. I mean, I hope so, otherwise a whole lot of code's going to be running that shouldn't be. Oh no. I want to move that to not be there.
By the way, if you type 1 equals 1, what would happen?
I don't know. It's Python, it probably won't like it and it'll have an error. In JavaScript, it wouldn't care.
In JavaScript.
Yeah, it would be fine with that. It always tries to convert variable types if different variable types happen instead of throwing an error. And generally a number is the first thing it tries to convert to.
Python won't be fine with that, I can tell you.
JavaScript would be perfectly acceptable. And I have used that on many an occasion. Especially since like indexes of like if you use a for I in on an array, which you can do, the indexes will be converted to a string because it treats it as an object.
ZZ, it will yell at you WT if you're trying to compare strings with number. Are you nuts?
Yeah, so it does that, and then that way it, you know, you're now comparing those things. So if you want index 1 or something, you say is this 1? It's a string. Which is really annoying because you don't notice that's a problem until much later on, until you're doing something like, you know, I want to know like the index times this thing or something, rather modulus blah blah blah. But now it's combined two numbers together and you got like, instead of a 1 plus, you know, the index, you've got 11 or, you know, something like that. What am I doing? Oh yeah, testing to see if it works.
ZZ, JavaScript is shit.
Only for trash.
Jesse is shit. His code is shit.
Well, that looks mildly
We
more
can
interesting.
Shit is magnetic. Opie opie.
Okay. What have I got here? So that's a heck of a lot of backlash.
Shit attracts shit. Lol.
Okay. What? Why does this look so much different now? There's clearance as well. Wait, I didn't change any dual clearance, did I? Oh, I set it to be that by default. Okay. So if I was to create some sort of an object and make it so it's visible. So that's a 0.2 clearance.
ZZ, are you agree with me, Jesse, or you totally agree? Opie opie.
Whatever you want to believe. Yeah, so a 0.2 moving this in by 0.2 is just going to collapse it. And I believe that's basically what I was seeing. So that's interesting. My clearance is
you
obviously
say
not that.
Therefore you agree, opie opie.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's what that little difference there is. Interesting.
ZZ, you said yuha to me, saying
because it's
that
half
you said
that
yuha.
and half on
This
the other
means
side.
you totally agree, opie opie.
Whatever you want to believe. Did I drink all my drink again? What?
Lol.
Hey, where'd that bottle come from? I am confused. How long's that been there for? Huh. Oh, that looks.
By the way, Jesse, what does Jesse name mean?
Means whatever you want it to mean.
Is it shit in Hobbian? Opie opie.
So tired. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is clearly not what my tolerance is. Not at all. Because these gears, like, it's just ever so slightly too big. I don't know.
Zizeth. Detail of Jesse from the stained glass window of All Saints Church, Hope, Sussex, England. Jesse, Dish, 1, or Yishai, Hebrew, Yizi, in Paza Yizi, meaning king, or God's gift, Opie opie.
Now, cat wants food, I'll be right back. Ah, damn it. Oh, there we go. I think I did what I did. That's all I wanted to do. I just don't understand the results.
If you're a God's gift, I would like to gift you back Opie opie.
Oh boy. My donate button should be in the description. I would really like to have a donation of $29, and then I could buy this magnetic stir thing. If you were wishing to donate. I think it's got the wrong power plug though, it doesn't say.
Zizeth. LMAO. Lol. How to donate.
Roll down. That is an Australian plug. Stirring capacity. I wonder what that means. Like, you can't put anything heavier than that on top of it, I assume? So what? That's a very well
played.
played.
Donate by binding your credit card to my web app I made. Opie opie.
It's just Google. I mean, there's multiple different things I have there. Yeah, it just donates to PayPal, and it just goes to whatever link. It still works. I'm assuming it works. There you go. It function food money. You're logged in with one touch. What the heck is that? I donate to myself? Weird. I also have like a Bitcoin wallet address thing. I have no clue which one that even is anymore. Gambling funds. I haven't used that in a really long time. I can't even remember what the site's called. I had a friend who was doing a whole lot of gambling stuff who's not really a friend anymore.
Zizeth. Donate all your money to my PayPal to show me how to donate.
Oh yeah. I got a refund button, it should be fine. Oh wait, that doesn't work with donations. Yeah, I was doing a whole lot of gambling and stuff, but apparently Twitch won't let you stream gambling for more than like half an hour or something. I ended up making a heap of money. That's why I got the 3D printer. It was more than half the price of the 3D printer. Oh, that guy was terrible. Terrible. Yeah, gamble responsibly. Use somebody else's money without a catch if you lose. That's how I gambled. Yeah, that guy literally gambled himself into a hole on multiple occasions. Had to leave the country he was living in at one point.
Mono, gacha games are often streamed for more than half an hour.
It's not really gambling, though. Like, not this sort of gambling. Oh my god, it was crazy. Like, really early on, one of the things he did was, it was me and another guy were there, and, like, he was just streaming his gambling things, and we're all going on about how dumb he is, because, like, the problem is he wins sometimes.
Mod, so I'll ban Mono, so I'll be alone who occupy this chat, OP.
Yeah, it's like, one time he's like...
Your 1.0 average viewer, you don't need anyone else.
Well, you're not even hit. You're like a 0.2 average view. What are you talking about? You gotta step up game first, man. Mono is my 1.0. Well, he's a 1.8. I mean, a 0.8. Yeah, both combined is almost a 1. Which you never hear. Anyway, yeah, we were watching him doing his thing going on about it. It's like, hey, you want to see me do something dumb? And then he put $3,000 on some sort of a thing and immediately lost it. Like, he'd been gambling all day. He started with about, like, he got all the way down. He usually gets down to about $10 or so. Like, he starts with, you know, well, back then he used to start with a lot less money.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he would be, he'd be putting like 70, 60 bucks in at a time.
What?
And then get it all the way down to about $10, losing it all. And then somehow manages to get it up to thousands of dollars from just 10 bucks. Insane.
Damn.
Yeah. ...
That's
what I say. That's why he's so bad, is because he actually does win. He's just got a really weak pullout game. You know? That's what we say. So, yeah, he'd get that up to thousands of dollars. The most he ever won was about, I think he won about $6,000 in total over about a week. About 2.5 separate games sort of things. Like, you know, he did 2 full serious games on 2 different days, and then another day where he was just there for, you know, half an hour or something, just throwing money out. Yeah. I actually made a graph at one point about it. It should be around here somewhere. I think it's on that other browser. Because I was like, he wins, as I said, is the problem. Thousands of dollars. But then he will just drop it as quickly as he gets it.
Zizeth. Holy shit, why so few windows, Jesse?
I know, I don't have another browser open. I've only got 2 of the 3. Huh, maybe it's on the other browser? I thought it was on this one. Maybe it just doesn't want to show its name. There it is. I was making a nice graph of his winnings and losings.
Zizeth. Out of memory. LMAO.
Oh, it's because the tab has crashed. Yeah, it's not like how much money he's gained, how much money he's lost, and then his total amount of money over time. And this isn't including one of the times at the very beginning of the year, because he didn't want to include that one. This was the beginning of this year before he stopped being a friend. But yeah. So, like, he put in...
Zizeth. Lol.
Why is it negative 1,000 total? Yeah, I think... Did he put in $1,000 and lost $1,000? 1,400,
Okay,
lost 400. Kept 1,000 in there, I guess.
But I promise to return.
Uh-huh. But he gained 1,500 in that one, almost putting himself back
And
into
to
the
remind you
positives.
vital things.
It was almost in the green with these losses. What? Oh, okay. But yeah, that guy was dumb. Like, it's just insane. You can't think about it as money. It literally just gave me a headache for weeks trying to watch him and figure out what he was doing.
Zizeth. What a cool guy to have as a friend.
Yeah, because he was just tossing away money. Whenever he was winning and he had over $1,000, he would generally give you like $20 or something like that. Cash you in. And there's just sort of like an unspoken rule in a way until he didn't like it anymore. He didn't want it anymore. Where you would just give him at least the amount that he gave you back. If you win more than an amount of money. So if he gives you 20 and you get up to 100, then you give him back, you know, the 20 he gave you, and maybe a bit more. So you give him back like 30 bucks or something, which is whatever. Yeah, and then he stopped caring about that, so he's like, oh no, you just keep all of the money. And then he started losing a whole lot. He's like, nah, you gotta give me all my money back. And I'm like, yeah, nah, that's not how this works, man. We went betting over this many times that this was never going to be a thing you would ever ask in the future. Because I was just immediately spending everything I had with all agreed upon at the time. He was sort of half joking about that stuff, but yeah. That's it. This is the guy that was going to give me a job where I was supposedly going to get paid $2,000.
Zuzeth, Jesse.
Wait. I was going to get... How much was I going to get paid? Yeah, I think it was...
Where is OBS? You never show it on stream.
It's on my other screen. I can't remember the details anymore. I'm just trying to forget it. But basically, the job was for like... I think it was like $500 originally. Something like that. So he said this job was for $500. He would help me get it and all this stuff, but he wanted to take half of the money. And I'm like, bruh, no, what? You're not taking half of the paycheck. And then it turns out that was already including the half of the paycheck, so it was actually for $1,000 the job. Except it wasn't for $1,000, it was for $4,000 or something like that a month. So yeah, it kept changing. And he was basically just trying to, you know, get all of the money he can possibly from you, without, you know, telling you exactly all of the information. And then, like, when I finally found out all the information, he's like, oh, well, you never asked. I'm like, I never knew that that was a thing that could be asked, man. That's not how that works. You don't tell me you get paid this much, and it was up to me to ask how much in total is the actual job. Like, it's implied that that is the total, and then your half comes in after that, which nobody's going to give you half of their paycheck to get you a job, no. Anyway, and it just went on and on like that. It turns out basically nothing he was telling me was the truth, and I spent like a couple of months trying to build up a portfolio and do a whole lot of junk for him. I was doing a whole lot of jobs for him for like practice, where he was giving me like 10 bucks for a model, and then saying that he's making $3,000 for this model, you know, by just literally handing it off to the boss directly from me. I don't know. And then all this other stuff, like, the boss is the one who was hiring, but the boss isn't the guy that he calls the boss, because there's another guy called the boss, which is his actual boss, which is, like, his boss's boss, not his actual boss, but it's still his actual boss. Yeah, rewording things like that, so, yeah, it's a friend of a friend of a friend sort of a job, which, you know, I only had a 1% chance of ever getting the job in the first place. I would never even picked up the job if it meant all that. And now I don't really want to do any programming, because he just killed all motivation to live. Anyway. Really don't like that guy anymore. There's a heck of a lot of opportunities he's taken from me in life. And I have done everything I can to support him. Oh boy. Like, the amount of times his girlfriend would have broken up with him. Like, I had to talk her down many times. Oh, she doesn't even know me. Like, he doesn't even really know. Like, nobody knows what I look like. That was, like, one of the whole things. She's like, how do you not know what he looks like? Yeah. I'm fairly sure I've saved his marriage, or, you know, relationship multiple times. Doing everything but lying to her. But it just turns out I didn't actually know the guy. She should have left a long, long time ago. There were many warning signs. Warning signs I always ignore. I always give people the benefit of the doubt. Only a few times that's been a problem. Maybe. Huh. I mean, it always sort of turns into a problem if you give them the benefit of the doubt long enough. And there's 3 different occasions where that's actually ended up very badly. What am I doing? I don't know. Cat just sneezed and the whole table shook. I think I'm done. I gotta just do calibration tests. Figure out exactly what the tolerance is, because the tolerance I had up here is a heck of a lot less than the tolerances I'm making for everything else. So I need to figure out exactly what that tolerance is. I can do that with gears now. Now that I have that actually being a distance rather than an arbitrary measurement, rotation-y thing. I could technically print out the test thing a few times and then print out a whole lot of gears with different teeth things. Yeah, so it would just literally be a whole lot of gears with different variations in their teeth. And then one with just 0 clearance. And then you could just add the numbers together to figure out which one's what. Yeah. I don't know, but I'm dead. I'm gonna play around again. Where is game? Game! Oh, that's right. Kingdom Hearts is out on Epic now. And now that it's out on Epic, they put a deal on it. Like, what happened about that? Like, pre-ordering a game used to be how you got the special deal, you know? That's when you got the discount and the special exclusive items and all that sort of junk. But now, that's the standard price. After it comes out, there's a discounted price. It's all backwards. I think it's until the 8th or something, or rather, there's 20% off if you get Kingdom Hearts 3. For just Kingdom Hearts 3. Unless I can keep the music on. Got a whole heck of a lot of progress in this game. I beat 2 bosses. On to the next one. Oh, a new card or something? Oh yeah. Sure. Next guy. Yeah, this seems to make me pretty OP generally. Although I think I only just beat the last boss. Didn't have the luckiest of runs. Although enemies are getting harder every time. Oh, what the heck's this? Looks like I got sub-bosses on this one. Oh, the good tiles. Oh, that's right, last game. I'd pretty much almost summoned the boss before I finally got a village to spawn in. Like, bruh. Put it in some place that's more handy, or where I need it. Or where it's more handy. Faster I can go around, well, the more the enemies level up, the less enemies spawn, but that's worse for me. I don't know. What's that?
Mono. Linked image.
Oh no, not a linked image. What? Was she... Okay. Protect handle. Uh-huh. What an enemy. Wait, how much more magic was that? That was even much more. Huh. Little basic tier gear.
Mono. I like this image feature. I'm surprised I never knew about it.
Uh-huh. You can put videos and stuff there too. I don't think they play the sound though. By default, it's always muted. I think it requires user input to unmute it, so you can't set it to be unmuted. Just like how my voice chat thingy requires me actually clicking on the page before it will start speaking. Not sure if I should be using those temporal things. Why do I have those still there? Oh, I think those are actually good. I want that one. It died last time, but picked up some of those. Oh, ate a full wood again. Ooh, 10% extra attack speed. How fully committed I am to doing stuff when I'm unable to do it. so damn tired yesterday. Stayed up well too late. I wanted nothing more than to do
Mono, I'll
programming.
be going for like 5 minutes. Gotta grab something to drink.
Okay. I may or may not still be here when you get back. Hey, village. Oh, I'm getting trash loot, aren't I? I suppose that's where it pays to place these tiles. More enemies you come across when they're weaker, the more points you get. The more better gear you have for later on, I don't know. Dungeons are too risky. Hey, library. No, what does it? Oh, tickets. Never mind. Bro. Oh, I lost my damn thing! Oh no! I do mind. I mind quite a bit. What? Uh-oh. That was a little unexpected. Oh no. I'm very unprepared for this battle. Oh no, I'm gonna lose my nails! I want the nails! Oh, that's right, I have that thing. Hope that it helped. Okay, I really want to know what happens if I do that again, but with this. This should be quite interesting. Okay, it just does the 1 tier. There's no way this is gonna end well. But maybe because it's only level 1, he could be really weak. Although he gains extra 5%. Oh my god. He's gonna be really strong. Oh wow, I think it's... Oh. Yeah. That's not help. Oh no, he left. Nah. Well, that critical 8 damage instead of 60. You made it, bruh. Easy on, easy go. Um, $40? That's expensive. Oh yeah, I only need one more. Oh, I need 15. Never mind. I could just condense things down, I guess. We'll have a lot of that. That as well. 15! What was the other thing I needed? Or whatever the heck that is. Oh. That's a bit more expensive to create. Oh. Very expensive. Bruh. Okay. And that would be some, I mean, that would be some nice things to create. I'm gonna do it. Because that gives me a whole logs. But no more than the amount of tiles around the lumberjack's hut. I'm assuming it means amount of forest tiles. How much do the webby things cost? 100. Oh, they give me 100. What? Oh boy. That gives me what? They're both the same value? What the heck? I've never decomposed that one because I've only got the one. I have no clue what needs it, but if it's that damn rare. I don't have any of those. Those looks like I decomposed my only one of that. Oh boy. Probably shouldn't have made a full amount of those. I'm so close to extra one. Hang on. Oh, I need 4 of them. Never mind. What drops those? Defeating liquid type enemies or swarm type enemies. I only know one place to get that sort of stuff. I think I'm going to do a level 1 thing. I don't want the ruins. I want swamps. Lots of swamps. Don't care about groves because I got forests. Other than that, I just want a whole heck of a lot of battlefields. Let's just untick as much as I can. Anything that I don't think is absolutely necessary. And that's quite nice to have. Oh, I do have Oblivion cards turned. I never get those. Huh. I think beacons are pretty necessary, but not so much those things. But then I do get that other resource from those guys, which is really hard to come by. But I need those and the Vampire Mansion to get them, I think. They're afraid of vampires within its aura. Or maybe that just means they don't spawn if there's also a vampire one within it. I thought maybe that... So it's a one or the other type situation. I don't know. And then I can only have one of these. I wonder how I get more of these. I assume there must be a way. Probably don't need rocks. I mean, they do give me a lot of rocks. Yeah, I'll have it as a filler. I mean, but then it is quite a big filler. If I don't have it, that means more chance of the other stuff happening. When it rolls. Okay. What did I unlock that from? It was like the smithy thing. I got the smith and the blacksmith. Maybe it's a later on upgrade of that. And the smelter gave me the golden card. Either that or somehow one of these things give it to me? I don't see that happening though. Because I got all those equipment slots on my character. There must be some way to use them. Check fast forward the game a bit more. I think I'm just gonna stop streaming. Nobody's here. Watch some episodes of stuff, I don't know, see if I can go downtown and get some food.